Hello, Phantom. Or Phantron, I should say. Similar name, sorry. And hello, Isabel. I'm doing pretty good, Phantron. Thank you very much for asking. Sorry, I don't know what happened. My microphone kind of changed position there. I left my desk and I came back and it was in a slightly different position. It was weird. But I'm glad to hear you're doing well, Phantron, and hello, Robonite. What is happening? Not too much. Just about to begin another session of Oblivion. What's going on with you? We're blessed with more Oblivion. The 9 have answered my prayer, says Jason. Hello, Jason. Good evening. Hopefully everyone is doing well. It's been probably, I guess, about a week since we played this. So I think when we last left off, we were needing to do some missions for Martin because we got the book that he needed. But now we have to do some sort of quest to power up the portal he wants to make to Mankar Cameron's Paradise. If that's his name. It's a weird name. It's something like that anyway. So let's just go ahead and see what happens. I'll switch on over now. If I can get it to actually work. Uh-oh. Yeah, this is the thing. Sometimes it doesn't always take right away. Oh, I need to rescale this. So, hold on a second here. I know it's really annoying. I can't do the way I want to do it. There we go. That'll be just as good. Isabel says, I can't stick around. I'll be heading to bed, but I want to say hi and wish you a good stream. Have fun. Thank you, Isabel. It's very kind of you. And I'll wish you a good night. May you sleep well. Robonite says nothing, just being bored. And updating my graphics cards. Really? Updating in terms of you're just refreshing their drivers or updating new drivers, or are you actually upgrading a new graphics card? Because those are really hard to get right now. And if you manage to get one, congratulations. But yeah, it is a good idea to upgrade the drivers every now and then. I've never really had too much of a problem with not updating them every once in a while. But sometimes there is a game that'll yell at you for having outdated ones every now and then. Yep, Martin was busy reading. Let's consult our journal. If I remember how to access this in this game. That's right, we're getting the Daedric artifacts. I think they wanted us to get the Azura one, just because it happens to be on the map. I said that probably would be the easiest one to do. Let's go ahead and just do that. Yeah, updating the drivers, that's cool. What kind of card do you have? Is it AMD or Nvidia? What exactly are you sporting? I've been pretty much on Nvidia almost the entire time I've been using computers. I did try AMD a little bit, but maybe I was just unlucky, but I didn't really have that great of an experience with it at the time. And that was probably, oh man, it was like the 4000 series? I want to say it was. Like the Radeon HD 4000 something. I don't know. I don't remember the names. AMD's had some like weird numbering schematics, so I don't actually remember it. You're on AMD, okay. So I probably wouldn't know very much about the cards then. Because that was probably back in like 2012, 2013 or something like that. I don't know. I don't have a good memory for that. Nvidia cards I remember like the back of my hand. Alright, we're gonna use this as a jumping off point to get to where we need to go. Probably gonna be an uphill journey. So I figured we'll just go with the mission they're telling us about. I know there are other Daedric artifacts you can get, because there are shrines all over the landscape. I'm just not really familiar at all with where they are off the back of my hand like that. You know, it's funny, I probably still have the map for this game. But I don't know if that was on the map in particular. Oh, okay, yeah, the Ryzen 5 2500U. Maybe I should rethink this. That's right, these horses can go uphill. They're built like something else in this game. So I'm trying to think. 2500U, that's probably a, I want to say that's an integrated graphics card on the chip. I could be wrong. So 2500U would be the processor. So the gods in Oblivion gave up their existence to form the universe we see in the game, and the Daedra were beings who refused to give up their power. Yeah, Jason is an expert in the lore of these games. Oh, and there's an Oblivion gate right back there too. I know a bit about the games just from playing them. Well, we're not really going that way. Let's not get into a fight. I don't really know all that much about like the deep lore of it, other than like what exists. Like I am familiar with that fact, but I don't have that stuff memorized really. I do think it's pretty cool though. Guess we didn't really need to go uphill all that much because it looks like we're going back down now. Oh well. With laptops, I don't really have a whole lot of experience. The last laptop I really had was... It was a Microsoft Surface. And it was one of those laptop tablet hybrid kind of thingies. I think they're still making them now. But the one I... Whoa. Whoa. What's going on here? Are they fighting me too, or is it... just fighting the wolves? What the hell is going on here? They're dead. Where are they fighting? Oh wait, is that something, an invisible creature they're fighting? I don't even know what's going on right now. I'm just watching in astonishment. Alright, well, while they're doing this, yeah, so it was a Microsoft Surface from probably around, like I said before, 2012, 2011. I think it's a Microsoft Surface Pro too. So that was pretty decent for the time, but it's way outdated now, of course. Not that I really have any point in using it anymore. Maybe I should actually help them out here. Oh wait, did they kill it? Nope. I don't even know what this is they're fighting. Let's, I guess we'll see if we can do anything about this. A will-o'-the-wisp. Oh, my attack has no effect. I guess neither does theirs. Well, this is inconvenient. I'll make you use magic for this thing. Except I'm not really using magic in this game. Is this enchanted? I mean, it doesn't have an enchantment on it, but it's like a special blade. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, because this is from the Dark Brotherhood. Well, there we go. That solved their problem for them. Too bad their friend died.
You have entered a holy place.
I can see that.
What is your business here?
Just tell me about it, I guess.
These are dark times.
Probably shouldn't tell them we're here to loot their
minds are poisoned
treasure
by
artifact.
rumors and superstition. Unless you can persuade me of your good intentions, I cannot speak further on this matter.
Oh. Alright. Fair enough.
We watch and wait.
Oh, the horse is following me. That's cute.
I'm trying to concentrate, if you don't mind.
Robonite says I just restarted my computer after my other graphics card got done updating. I could have sworn that had my Vegas 8 needed to be updated. Vegas 8? You mean that's the what's the name of it? It's kind of like an editing program, right? I've seen Sony Vegas and Magic's Vegas used for editing. Unless this is a different kind of Vegas you're talking about. Was that someone else getting into a fight? What was that? Oh, I saw something. Alright, and Jason says you'll need to loot it to complete the quest. Wait, loot the Wisp here? Was that what we needed to do? No, that's not what we needed. Nothing happened. I guess you have to bribe them.
I'm
Let's
trying
see.
to concentrate.
Oh, she won't speak to me at all.
You have entered.
This guy could probably persuade.
So?
So? Alright, what do you like, first of all? It's hard to see your face in the dark here. Definitely likes admirer. Doesn't like joking around.
Goodness. What can I say?
Yeah, these are the two I don't think he likes. He's kind of
Well
neutral about that.
done. Not Oh, please. You're wasting your... What a one... Well done.
There we go, that's pretty good.
Remarkable. You're revolting. Is that... Really?
65?
You're such a charmer.
We'll try to get him up to maybe 75.
Really now. You're such a charmer.
Hmm.
Really? Interesting. Get it. That's just talk. You can't... Please, I'm
70.
embarrassed. But thank you.
This doesn't look good.
No. You do
71.
me too much
I mean, at least we're
Get
making
out.
progress.
Oh, what a...
That's good.
Remarkable.
Alright. What do you have to say now?
This is the Shrine of Azura, Queen of the Dawn and the Dusk.
Oh, that's
What is
the
your
GPU
business here,
graphics
traveler?
card. Okay. Or is that Vega, you mean? Because I think the AMD one is Vega. Without the S? Maybe. I'm not an expert, so if I'm wrong, forgive me. We wish to summon Azura. I don't know how he's going to take this.
If you wish to speak to the lady, visit her shrine at dawn or dusk. Leave
Oh, yeah,
her
that's
an
true.
offering of glow dust, and
That's like
perhaps
Morrowind.
she will deign to speak with you.
Wow, that's really convenient. That is like what Jason said. We actually do need this.
Go then.
But I can't wait while enemies are nearby, even though they're not really showing themselves. Well, it's about to be dawn in about an hour, so we can just wait in real time, I guess. Hopefully 5 o'clock is close enough. If not, we probably wait till 6. What's she doing? She's like constantly lighting that candle over there. Caught in an animation loop. Lovely. Alright, let's just sit around then, because the enemy's apparently nearby. And I can't wait. We're just gonna be staring awkwardly, I guess. Alright, so what do you guys want to chat about while we sit around and wait for dawn to arise? I made a quick save just in case you missed the time. We talked some more about graphics cards. So, is anyone actually trying to get any graphics cards at this point in time? Probably not, because of how hard it is. I'm just curious if any of you have even tried buying any. Or for that matter, I guess any computerized part, even stuff like the PlayStation or the Xbox, is just kind of a ridiculous procedure to try and get at this point. Yeah, the sky is starting to brighten. Let me try now just in case. Okay, that was close enough, I
I have
guess.
seen your name, traveler, and heard it whispered in twilight. I ask a service.
Not Twilight.
which
You don't want to talk
holds
about that.
promise of fame and reward. Many years ago, 5 followers slew the vampire Dratic and its kin, but all were infected by the foul creature.
That's rough.
Knowing their fate, they sealed themselves up in the vampire's lair. Their suffering weighs heavily on me. Travel to the gutted mine. The door will open to you. Bring the peace of death to my followers.
I think we
and you
passed
shall
on the way here.
earn my gratitude.
Yes, the reward is death. Of course. Okay, might as well go ahead and do that. This is our best lead so far. Yeah, the timing on that was actually very convenient, because we weren't going to be able to wait there either way. Unless I figured out what the hell the enemy was that was supposedly too close by to let us rest in peace. Well, maybe I shouldn't use that term, rest in peace. Apparently that's what we have to do for these other guys here. I think that is funny. It's like, yeah, they did this mission for me, but now they got infected and I hate them, so I can reward them by killing them. That's pretty much how these Daedra gods operate. Okay. Easy stuff. Oh, I could use the other sword. Though I don't know if vampires are also immune to this kind of thing. We'll have to find out. Oh. Maybe I should get a torch out. Apparently there are traps. Find that out the hard way. Oh, stolen torch. Okay, we'll use this. Oh. Not as fun as the combat in Yakuza, mind you. Oh god, it's just ridiculous. Did you get any proof that we killed them? Nah, probably not. I mean, she is a god. Or he. Actually, I think Azura is a he, even though in Morrowind it looked like a woman, or a female, or I don't know, whatever the hell these gods are. Daedra. Yeah, because it's the prince of Dawn and Dusk. Not that I think that's all very important when it comes to Daedra gods, if they're actually male or female, or whatever the hell you want to say. It's kind of irrelevant for them altogether.
Show me what you got.
Whoa. Feels like the combat really doesn't have all that much to it in this game, which I kind of remember from when I first played it. But even when you block, it feels like it doesn't really do all that much. It rebuffs their attacks, right? But it's not like it kind of stuns them, which you would hope for in a game like this. I always wondered how our character ends up in a cell at the beginning of this game, but I guess it doesn't matter. I think they leave it open to you for interpret pretty much the way you want for role-playing purposes. I think that's the best way of doing it, really. Because you can kind of make up like whatever backstory you want. Like, maybe your character was arrested for something he really wasn't guilty of. Or he's being kind of persecuted for maybe his beliefs or something. Like, you can kind of make up whatever backstory you want to fit with the character you're holding up in your head. And yeah, I'm not really looking around that carefully after all, am I? Even with my torch out. Or maybe you do want to play as kind of like a more of a thief or like a badass type of character who's guilty of murders or something, and that's kind of what you're going with. That's also open to interpretation. I don't think there's much to look for in here. Let's just go find this guy. I didn't really want to pick that up. Maybe I can actually put it back. Yeah, they're actually 4 pounds to carry that bone. Ridiculous. So they're gonna be right here, aren't they? Oh no, they must be like either higher or lower. Great. Out of curiosity, and this is a question for I guess Robo Knight and Jason, or anyone else that stops by, or I guess even in the comments of the archive after the fact. When did you first start playing Oblivion? Did you happen to play it when it first came out, or did you play it sometime between then and now? It hasn't had the endurance of Skyrim, but it is a game that people have kind of played over the years and not even played it initially upon launch, it seems. Where are they? Oh wait, I think there was a secret passage, right? Yeah, there was. Oh, I already did that. Okay. Yeah, I remember doing that, but then I wanted to look around and then I got distracted and I forgot about it. So that's where they're all hiding. Look a little bit for the traps.
Yeah. Oh, am I supposed to be impressed?
Wow, we might actually get killed here
Yeah.
for once.
Whoa.
This game's actually going to require me to do a little bit of effort here. Do we have potions?
Did you slow?
Well, that helped us a lot.
Oh. Yeah.
I'm sure the vampires have the advantage being that we're in the dark and I can't really see what's going on. Sure you will. There we go. Stupid ghost, get out of here.
The best you could do?
Oh, that was your ghost, huh? So much for that. Was that all of them? Yeah, we killed them all. It's time to return back to the shrine. Robonite said, "It's funny, I've seen a theory that the character in Skyrim is in fact Talos or something. Yeah, kind of like a reincarnation of Talos. It's funny, when I played Skyrim, I thought maybe that was going to be something they ended up doing. Not necessarily that it was going to be Talos or whatever, but that, like, kind of in the lore, he'd end up becoming the new emperor, being that he was the Dragonborn. Like, that would kind of make sense in the context of the game. But, like, no one in the game actually made any indication of, like, kind of looking at him that way. And that was always weird to me. Because you'd think he'd have some certain extra reverence to certain characters with that fact to him. But who knows? Just maybe we'll find out more with Elder Scrolls 6 whenever that comes out. Come on, break open. What's back here? And Jason said I played Oblivion when it first came out, and I played it so much I started making theme characters. Theme characters? What do you mean by that exactly? Robonite says I don't remember when I played Oblivion, but I do remember a game for the 360. Okay, so somewhat, I guess, close to when it first came out, most likely. That does remind me, though. No, actually, I think it has been available. I was gonna say, I know Oblivion's always been available on the PC, which is what I'm playing on right now. But I was kind of wondering to myself if it had been remade for any other systems. It hasn't really been remade or remastered or anything like that, but I think it has been available digitally on the Xbox One and the Xbox Series X as well. I don't know about the PlayStation systems. I know it was originally on the PlayStation 3 as well, but I don't think it really played as well. And I don't know if they ever made it available on the PlayStation 4 or whatnot. I'm not sure how that works with PlayStation. Like their level of emulation with their older games. I don't know if that works quite as well. Now I'm lost in here. How did I get in the first place? Was it this way? Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, it was this way. Excellent. Lovely weather here. The elves believe Talos is actually their devil figure. I think named Shazar, and the biggest hint that you are him in the game is that when you go to Sovngarde, his throne is empty, implying you are he, and you can sit in the throne. I mean, that is a good point. That could be the case. And that makes it even more strange to be that... I mean, maybe it's more just a limitation of the games themselves, because... the games are always it's got a certain jankiness to it. You can't really deny that. A lot of times they don't really take into effect they don't take into consideration the things that you do in the game a lot of the times. Sometimes there's voice lines kind of acknowledge things, but many times it doesn't really feel like the game world changes all that much from the things you do inside of it. But you would think that being the Dragonborn, you'd have like a lot more reverence from the characters around you, and that just doesn't really happen.
What is your wish? You who have been blessed by Our Lady's voice. The great lady has spoken. To you alone,
Yes, now they
The
treat us
moon
differently.
and star shall be your guide. We watch and wait.
What about you? You were a
What
trick
is
before.
your wish? You
Okay, yeah,
who
she's cool
have
to us
been
too.
blessed by Our Lady's voice.
What are your rumors?
We threaten no one. Why can't they just leave us alone?
So what kind of things do you expect to see in the next Elder Scrolls? Assuming you guys are
Thank
kind of
you,
looking forward to it.
Their spirits are free, and henceforth above my shrine, 5 bright candles shall burn forever in memory of their sacrifice.
Well, that's a
For
nice
your
thought.
service, take this token, that your deeds might be entered in the Book of Fate.
Should we tell her we're going to use it for some kind of a ritual? I don't know how she'll feel about that. All right. Oh,
What is your wish?
I don't have anything specific to say.
Farewell, Starbearer.
Let's get out of here. Starbearer. Yeah, too bad we're going to use it for something stupid. Well, not stupid. I mean, we kind of have to for the point of the game. But still. Yeah, there's been a lot of speculation about the new Elder Scrolls game, but there's still very little we actually know about it. It's kind of a shame. It's crazy to think it's gonna be 10 years for Skyrim in about a month. Now we're having that new version of the game yet again. I don't think they're actually changing that much about it.
Sir,
Let's go see where our friend Martin is. Whoa. Hey, how are you, Joffrey?
You should be gathering the items Martin needs for the
I know.
Mysterium Xerxes ritual.
I did.
There's no time to lose.
So, I just wanted to see how you were doing. How dare I, huh? Alright, well then I won't talk to you.
Keep your heart true and your eyes open.
The next section of the Mysterium Xerxes is very difficult. I haven't deciphered the rest of the ritual yet. I hope you are making better progress.
Yeah, we made some pretty decent progress.
I won't ask what you went through to obtain this, my friend. I know
Yeah, just to
all
kill a few
too well
vampires.
the depravity of the princes of Oblivion. Are
I
you
mean, to be
ready
fair,
give
there's
me the
worse things we've
artifact?
done already.
Remember, the ritual will consume its physical form. It won't be seen again on Tamriel for many years.
Well, sucks for Azura's star, I guess.
Ah, Azura's star. As beautiful as all the tales tell.
Yeah, what was the province that they're saying the new Elder Scrolls is going to be in? Was it Hammerfell? I'm trying to remember. I think that's what the rumor was.
You should talk to Joffrey. He needs your help. Trouble down in Broomer, I think.
Oh, again? Alright. I just talked to Joffrey and he didn't want to speak to me. See if we could track him down. He's
I've
running
just
away.
received word from the Countess of Broomer that an Oblivion gate has opened outside the city.
Well, that's a shame.
It seems that the Mythic Dawn are putting their plan to attack Broomer into motion. Since you've dealt
Seems
with
that
these
way.
gates before, I'd like you to help the Countess's guard close this gate.
Well, we closed one
Once they've
gate.
seen how it's done, they should
We
be
really
able
have
to
pretty much
handle any
avoided
new
all other
gates on
combat
their
in
own.
this game. Putting way too much
Captain
confidence
Bird
in
is
us.
waiting for you outside the Broomer City gate. He'll show you the Oblivion gate, although I doubt it will be hard to find.
You know, it really would have been funny if our alternative way of getting Martin out of the city actually worked. So we had closed no Oblivion gates. Oh, well.
Rendezvous with Captain Bird immediately. The sooner that gate is closed.
Oh, wait. Captain Bird? Oh, he doesn't like us. That could be an issue. Well, I'll save the game and I guess we'll try talking with him. Where is he? Just right outside the city, huh? Let's see what happens. Yeah, we're not on the best of terms with the guards. My horse is already leaving, like this is gonna be trouble. Oh, they're not fighting me this time.
thanks for coming. Since we had the hero of Kavach available, I didn't think it made sense to try this on our own the first time. We're ready when you are. Just say the word and we'll follow you into that hell-spawned gate.
Yeah, you're not gonna try to stab me in the back, are you? Well, let's just go.
All right, give me a minute to talk to the men. Everyone's a bit jumpy right now.
Yeah, well, we're Leroy Jenkins in it, so you guys can talk all you want. I'm going in right now. You guys can catch up. I don't have time for you. There we go.
So good.
Alright, boys. You take as many as you can. I'll kill the rest. Wow, they're really not doing much at all. They're not even following me. What's going on, you idiots? Weren't there more of you out there?
This is no place I ever wanted to find
Two
myself.
chicken out or something?
I don't see how we can...
I thought there was like five or
we
five
can
of them
do
or so,
this.
but
We have to do this. We have no choice. I'm glad you're here. We wouldn't have a chance otherwise. What's our next move?
oh, interesting. So I guess there's some quests in the game where they actually call you Hijalti, which I don't know if I'm pronouncing right. Probably not. And that's Talos' original name. That's interesting. I feel like I might have heard something like that at one point, but I've already forgotten it, so that's like new information for me. I'd like to see more of the racial traits explored. The racial traits in Skyrim were barely noticeable. I mean, that's just something they started doing with the games more and more as they progressed through them. They just became more stripped down to the original elements, right? Because in Morrowind you had that, and that's kind of where I started out with, so yeah, I'm not familiar with everything that was in the games prior to that exactly. But I know in Morrowind you had the distinct racial traits, you had all the different classes you could take from. Then you could pick, what was it, like 2 major attributes, right? Then you had like 5 major skills and then 5 minor skills. There was the birth sign. And you had a lot of other skills you could choose from. Like there's just the miscellaneous skills too that they got rid of starting with Oblivion. Like you lost the spears, other stuff like that too. And you know, that's just a shame. And it really was, once you got to Skyrim, they took out so much of it. And it would be nice to see it brought back, but based on their progression, I don't see them bringing stuff back, unfortunately.
We'll follow your lead. So far?
I wish that was the case. Let me look right now at our character, because I forget what this game even has in it. Yeah, they still have the birth signs and the classes, at least. That's cool. Like, that was all good. Like, you could do the birth signs, but you had to find them manually in the game, right? You had to find those when, well, those were the stones, right? That's weird, because the stones are in this game too, but they kind of act as an additional thing. And then in Skyrim, they replaced the birth signs pretty much with those stones entirely. And actually, the stones also kind of stand in as a replacement for classes as well. Because I don't think you had classes in Skyrim. They should introduce Nikos or something. Or Nekos. I don't know how you pronounce that. That's supposed to be like cats or something, right? Like cat creatures. You kind of already have that. I mean, that's the Khajiit, pretty much. I guess with less anime and less cuteness, I suppose.
Stay sharp.
Alright, well, at least now they're following me.
Here comes another one.
Yeah, you guys are doing so much. Is that another one? I hear someone hissing. I don't see it, though. Alright, well, this is a dead end. It looks like we're going this way anyway. Wait. I'm supposed to talk to you?
What's the plan, sir?
Just follow me.
We'll follow your lead.
Alright, well, this is kind of weird. The quest marker's pointing me to him, but obviously that's not exactly correct, because they're going to, wherever the tower is in here to destroy that thingy. I guess just to find on my own. That's fine. Did someone get killed?
So far, so good. Here comes another one.
Try to avoid those things, guys.
I've got that one.
do you? Because you guys don't have shit right now. Yeah, I guess those things are supposed to be traps. I mean, they don't seem to be doing much at all. That's a trap. They're gonna fall for it, watch. Idiot. Yeah, the Khajiit, like I said, are pretty much similar to that anyway. The Argonians have a weird lore to them. I'm sure Jason is familiar with that anyway. There's an Oblivion mod that allows controller support. Yeah, that's a fun addition. Sometimes you just want to sit back away from the computer and the keyboard and all that stuff, and
Here comes another one.
that's definitely nice in that case. It's nice that Skyrim had that in as a default option, because by that point in time, pretty much all games had a controller profile for it. What are these things, shooting me? Alright, well, we just ignore them.
I've got that one.
Come on, guys. It's not that tough. Just do a little bit of dodging. Try to keep up. Stay away from those. Most of the times I'm streaming, though, I'm playing at my keyboard. So I don't really need the controller support. Just for certain games where it feels a lot more natural to use it. I'm used to playing these games with the keyboard and mouse as well, though. Oh, God.
Stay sharp.
Come on, guys. Oh, there's someone there. I figured because the music changed. Good job. Alright. I think we're heading this way. Yeah, the Hist. Like, that's all complicated. I don't really know much about it, but I know they have some weird kind of psychic connection with it. Whoa. Don't want to hit these guys. What's funny is I have a bounty, but... Oh, one of them died. Oh well. Guess he brought that with him for good luck. Too bad. It's funny, I think the most that I saw of that stuff with the Hista was in Elder Scrolls Online, because that actually does get talked about a bit in there. I think that's part of the quest line for the faction I was a part of anyway. Guys, oh, whatever. If they get killed, they get killed. The door is right here. I just want to go inside the damn place already. Whatever, he could shoot me.
Here comes
The guys that need to live don't actually die, so I'm not really worried about either way. It's nice he tells me to look out, though. Yeah, I don't have to kill every individual guy. We'll be fine. Unless they come through the doors, which sometimes they do. You know what I should probably get? Although,
I've got that one.
it's more effort than I'm willing to put in. I should probably get a potion of Night Eye. Or a spell for Night Eye, anyway. That'll make it easier to see in this game. So which way do we want to go? I guess we'll go this way.
Here comes another one.
Yeah, you guys take it on. See, I would just go up the way where it's already clear. Maybe this is not the way we're actually going. Yeah, we might have had to go through that other door then after all. So where the hell does this go? Further up. Okay. That's good at least. Another thing I like about my current setup here is I actually have a wireless mouse and keyboard, so I could take it with me if I wanted to sort of play this game from some other location, just kind of relax a little bit more, rather than being right at the computer desk. But, I mean, I don't really mind playing it this way. It's fine to me.
Get out of here.
Hey, buddies. What's going on? A huge flaw in these dungeons is in most of them you can just speedrun to the top and avoid all conflict.
I sure hope
Yeah,
you
that's
know
sort of
what
what we
you're
did with the first one we found, right, Jason? There's just the one little side tangent you had to do where you had to get the key.
Stay sharp.
But that was really it. Wasn't really that much of a diversion. Yeah, let's just turn up the light manually. Because I feel like you guys probably can't see it as well either. Oh wait, I literally can't. Never mind then. I'll just
I sure hope you know what
put down my sword for now then. That'll help you guys out a little bit. Well, in Oblivion, we aren't really anything special like a Dragonborn, a listener, or etc. Oh.
Look out! Look out!
Yep. Keep putting my damn weapon away, and there's another enemy. Yeah, it was you. You had to run right in front of me as swinging. Alright, let's see if I can finish reading the comments here. Yeah, that is cool about Oblivion. Because in the other games, you tend to be someone important, or you become someone important. And even in the end of Oblivion, you're kind of like the sidekick of the quest. And it's a different feeling. You're sort of like you know what it is? You're kind of like Samwise Gamgee. You know, that's what you are in this game, essentially. You're even less special in Morrowind. They say that you're the chosen one if you do the things the chosen one does. Yeah, sort of. I mean, in Morrowind, you become the chosen one because of your actions, so in the end, you do become someone important. Like, whether or not you were born as him, essentially it's your actions that make you become him. So that's kind of the cool thing about that prophecy.
You know what you're doing.
But, I mean, by the end of the game, like, you are, like, the character. I don't want to say... I know it's kind of silly avoiding spoilers on it, but essentially you are that character. Like, that's what you end up becoming. But even by the end of this game, you're still just... You're considered, like, the champion of, Anvil or whatever. Not Anvil. What's the city? Kvatch? The hero of Kvatch. Which is, I mean, a hero, but... It doesn't exactly, like, befit the reputation that you should have by the end of the game. Where you've, like, done such a ridiculous journey. It's, like, not really acknowledged. Even in, like, a lesser way than it is in, Morrowind or Skyrim. Well, they're fighting him. I'll just get this. The one guy's probably gonna die for sure, but that's not my problem. And yeah, I can't jump through the middle because that kills me. There we go. I like how, like, it's such a weakness. It's kind of Star Wars-y. You just have to go to the top of the tower and take out the orb, and then the whole gateway collapses. It's like, oh, that's quite the oversight. You would think they would have this tower miles and miles away, or something like that. We get dragged into the situation. Yeah. Yeah, we helped Captain Bird. And he's like the one survivor. Oh, jeez. What the hell?
I'll send your bloody souls.
Oh, there's the rest of the guard who never made it in. That's hilarious.
You closed the Oblivion gate. We didn't think
Yeah, no thanks to you assholes.
Believe me, it was no picnic. But thanks to our friend here, I now know we can close these hell gates.
Let's ignore a dead friend.
Oh, hello. It was an honor to serve with you, sir. Now that I've seen how it's done, I think my guardsmen and I can handle any new gates that open near Bruma.
I like how we somehow have gone off to the right foot on him now.
Thanks for your help.
Yeah, now he's not even pissed off at us anymore.
Good day. We really taught those bastards a lesson.
I guess we've been forgiven for our crimes. That is hilarious. Are these the dead bodies from... No, they're different, because Oh, well, I didn't loot the other one, so maybe it is. That's an interesting fact if that's the case. Alright, well, let's just go back to, Cloud Ruler Temple. Let him know we solved our problem at the gate. Yeah, Martin is basically our best friend. I do like... Well, it's funny, in this game, Martin hates us. Hey, where are you going, horsey? Maybe he's sad because I haven't used him in a while. Come on, let's go back up here. Yeah, we kind of pissed him off because, well, we sort of got into a fight with him early on in the game, in the series that we did anyway. And he's not our biggest fan. But it's okay, we're growing on him, I think. Slowly over time. We sort of have to work together under necessity anyway, so he has to at least tolerate us.
Good work. Captain Bird and his guardsmen should be able to handle any additional gates, at least for now. But the Bruma Guard cannot defend the city indefinitely. The Daedra of Oblivion are innumerable, the guardsmen of Bruma are not. We need to gather what allies we can before Bruma is hopelessly besieged. If the Mythic Dawn manages to open a great gate here, the city will need a stronger garrison for there to be any hope of defending it. You should speak to the rulers of the other cities of Cyrodiil, as well as the
that's not
Elder
going to go over
Council.
well. We don't have the best
Ask them to
reputation.
send aid to Bruma before it is too late.
Alright. Oh, Jason, that would be awesome. I was reading Jason's comment. It's saying, if the game takes place in Hammerfell like we think it does, I want Elder Scrolls 6 to feature more aquatic-themed environments and pirates and stuff. That would just be so cool. I don't know what it is, but you don't really see pirates that much in games anymore. I know they had that one game. What was it? From Microsoft Studios? / like the old Rare company. Is a pirate game. I forget the name of it. But it was like a multiplayer pirate game. That's like the most I've seen of pirates lately in video games. I want more pirate related stuff. That'd be cool. I don't know, it fell out of popularity, but I would definitely like to see more of that. Oh, speaking of which, Jason, did you ever see the video that I linked to you of that one Morrowind mod, which is called like Moorland? Because that mod has a sort of pirate theme to it, especially early on in the game. It was funny, I was watching some of that guy's video that I linked to you, and I was remembering how janky that mod was. I'm like, you know what, I kind of want to... I might actually do that as a series at some point, just because of how ridiculous that game is. It's so silly. Alright, what can we do to help?
Martin made some progress on the Mysterium Xarxes while you were gone. You should speak to him about it.
Alright. Sure, let's do that first.
You should speak to the rulers of Cyrodiil as soon
And we'll
as
do that
possible.
second.
I figured out another item needed for the ritual, to open the portal to Cameron's Paradise. The second item is the counterpart to the first, the blood of a divine. This was a terrible puzzle to me. Unlike the Daedra Lords, the gods have no artifacts, and do not physically manifest themselves in our world. How then to obtain the blood of a god? But Joffrey solved it. The blood of Tiber Septim himself, who became one of the divines. This is a secret remembered only by the Blades, passed down from one Grand Master to the next. Joffrey should tell it to you himself.
Okay, we can just do that. Or we could just wait for Skyrim and then use our character, since apparently he is a reincarnation of Talos anyway. Yeah, the mod is really funny because you start out the normal way in Morrowind, in Seyda when you get off the ship. And then immediately you get accosted by pirates and end up being kind of kept a pirate slave aboard their ships, having to do these menial tasks and shit like that.
Be sure to speak to Joffrey about
Yeah, Joffrey will already want... Ooh. You know what? I never really looked around that much. I never... This is probably really stupid of me, very unobservant. I never noticed this place was decorated with swords like this. That is really cool. That's a nice touch. It's kind of reminiscent of Game of Thrones when they have the thromia of the swords, but they just kind of have it as a decoration on these archways here. That's really cool. So it seems like one is missing over there. Well, maybe a few on this side, actually. Now, I wonder, there's probably a reason lore-wise for the number of swords. Maybe it's like the past emperors or blades or grandmasters or something like that. I don't know what it would be exactly, but there probably is a reason for the number and why they're, you know, some not actually a part of this. Alright, well, let's see if we can talk to Joffrey again. Or if he's just going to tell us to go do the other thing first. Yeah, it looks like the quest markers tell us to do the other thing first. Can we find Joffrey again? Where the hell did he go? This place can be a bit of a maze, unfortunately. Maybe he's just back in there. I didn't even notice him.
What do you need, friend?
What do you have to say,
I
Boris?
never had time to properly thank you for your help back in the Imperial City.
Well, I'm glad you survived. I didn't even know if you did or not, really.
If it weren't for you. Now that we have a free moment, I thought you might be able to use some tricks I've picked up.
Oh yeah, this
fighting
place
with
is much
blades
cooler than the
over
one in
years.
Skyrim. That's right.
Nobody who hasn't trained with the blades will know these moves, so you should find them useful. See, when they swing at you sidearm, you twist your wrists.
Wait,
like
we're
this.
actually getting
Exactly. You're a natural at this.
a free
Let me
training
show
here.
you another one.
Oh, cool. Well, I'm glad I talked to you then.
Hey, Talos guide you.
Problem is, I still don't know where Joffrey is. He's probably outside somewhere. Or maybe he actually is using one of these rooms up here that...
Heyo.
No. This is probably Martin's room, but he just never goes to sleep. Wait, that looks weird. Joffrey, where are you? Is he walking over here? Yeah. Horse is pretty cool, I have to admit.
Martin wants you to recover the armor of Tiber Septim.
Oh,
I wish there was another way.
what is going on?
The armor is in the Shrine
I don't know
of
if that's
Tiber
showing up on
Septim,
the stream,
in
but
the
there's some weird
catacombs beneath
graphical
the ruins
glitch.
of Sankator, a holy place once. But Sankator
That
became
might've been my
evil long
computer
ago.
screen.
No one has
Why not
returned from the
flip out
Shrine
for
of
some
Tiber
reason?
Septim for many lifetimes.
What evil lurks in Sankrator? Actually, wait. I wanted to say something about the comment I saw. Robo Knight was saying, I love how we're getting that Sky Oblivion mod and the Beyond Skyrim mod. Yeah, it all goes back to, well, at least from what I remember, when they did the Tamriel Rebuilt in Morrowind, and I have that downloaded. And I try to play it every once in a while. They do make like some progress every now and then. Every like year or two, there's a new release usually. And it is pretty cool. But I never really played too deeply into it, because I'm kind of waiting for more of it to be released and then play it all at once, because I feel like that'd be a great experience. And then, yeah, they have the cool stuff where they try to remake some of the games in the newer engines, and that never really seemed to go too far, at least with Morrowind and Morrowind and Oblivion. But it seems like now they're trying to remake the Oblivion, and I think they're even trying to do Morrowind in Skyrim's engine at some point. Though, it is kind of weird because at this point, we're so close to the next Elder Scrolls game. And with the thing with these projects, and I'm definitely not knocking the projects, because it's just a thing where no matter what the project is and no matter what timeline you think it's going to be, it's always going to take longer than you expect to actually make. So who knows when the thing will actually ever be released. I hope it is sooner rather than later, but based on, you know, past experiences with some of these ambitious mods and projects in these scenes, I still wouldn't be surprised if it takes another 10 years for that to come out. Just because I try not to be too optimistic, because if you get too optimistic, you're bound to be let down, it seems. Okay, I'm glad the graphical glitch didn't show up. It was just kind of like the screen flashed oddly. I thought it was going to, like, minimize completely for a second.
I do not know. The catacombs of Sankator were sealed by the first Grand Master of the Blades. The four mightiest blades of Tiber Septim's day, Elaine, Valdemar, Relus, and Kaznar, went to Sankator and never returned. Here, this is the key to Sankator's outer door. I fear I am sending you to your death, but we have no other choice.
Fine.
You must succeed.
We're a beast. Oh, I do have a question about that, Robo Knight. The Beyond Skyrim, though, that I'm not really too familiar with. Is that kind of similar to Tamriel Rebuilt? Where they're adding other provinces to the Skyrim engine or game or whatever you want to call it? Because I actually don't know the details about that in particular. I know Sky Oblivion is remaking Oblivion and Skyrim, but Beyond Skyrim, that, like, I'm assuming it has something to do with adding the other provinces, kind of like Tamriel Rebuilt was supposed to be. Alright, so we have a couple of things we could get started on. I guess it doesn't really matter the order.
An ancient relic of the first emperor who
We'll do
became
this
the
first,
divine
probably.
Talos, the patron of our order. After the Battle of Sankator, Tiber Septim gave his armor to the Blades in honor of our role in his victory. The Blades built a shrine in the catacombs of Sankator, on the spot where Tiber Septim received the blessing of Akatosh. The armor has been there ever since. Before evil came to Sankator, this shrine was a place of pilgrimage for all Blades. But no one has visited the shrine and lived to tell the tale in centuries.
I'll ask about the aid for... No, actually they already told us about that, so I don't think I need to ask about that again. Probably just going to repeat.
May Talos guide you, my friend.
I think we'll try going there first, though. What I'm trying to remember is it might be somewhat optional if you have to help the other villages and cities. At least I sort of remember it being optional. I could be completely wrong. So this is all the way out there. Well, that's sort of between here and Coral. I guess closer to Coral. Chorrel. However you pronounce that. I feel like it's probably best to go along this road and then head off, so we'll just fast travel here. Hopefully the guards don't mind us too much.
Well now.
Well now, see you later. Right. Just gotta avoid the guards. I wish I started on my horse, that way I didn't have to, oh wait, we're going the wrong way. No, this is fine. We'll just cut through here. Yeah, that is cool for them to remake the other lands. I would like to see that eventually in something like Skyrim because of the engine just kind of being a lot nicer to run than Morrowind. But I really wonder how long that would take because of like just how much time and effort it's taken for the Time Rail Rebuilt team to just kind of finish doing the Morrowind province in general. Because with Morrowind you only had the island of Vardenfell, and this guy's gonna try to rob me apparently. Asshole. So they went from trying to remake all of Tamriel to basically just focusing on the rest of the mainland of Morrowind. And even that they haven't finished, and it's been... It came out. I don't know when they started their project exactly, but I think it actually was kind of started around the same time the game came out, actually. I think they have kind of like redone a lot of their work multiple times over the years. Wow, there's a lot of assholes on the highway. Can't let them get to me though. Maybe this road goes to it. It is kind of nice how they only really show the main roads in this game, and these little side roads are more meant for you to kind of explore and find on your own. That's a nice little touch. Shadows... what? Shadows Rest Cavern. Interesting. This is a nice scenic little area. Not bad. Probably would look nicer if it wasn't raining and dark and stormy out. Well, you know, you can't ask for too much. Sometimes the weather's just like that. You're not gonna try to fight me too, are you? Wow, that deer was not scared at all. Jason says you're Batman in this game. The guards will always chase you. You're saving the world, not as the hero they deserve, but as the hero they need. That is right. That is absolutely correct. We are Batman in this game. That's what I was sort of trying to explain to J-Pedal back on the other stream we did of this. We can't just fight the guards and kill them. Now we have to try to take the high road. Though we have to forget about that little detail in the church way back in the beginning. That's not to be remembered by anyone. Well, I don't know a good place to leave my horse because it's gonna be attacked either way, it looks like. Can I jump? I forget how to jump in this game. At least with the horse. Actually, I think it's the same as the regular jump button. I just forgot which key it was for a second. Well, I think the horse will be fine there. Hopefully. Now, where's the damn entranceway? Yeah, I found Sanctuary. I just need to find their damn door. Ah, here we... Oh, okay. Got skellies. Let's go into their basement. Try to remember a little bit about this place. I don't... This quest is a bit more familiar than the last two we did. But I also don't remember this one quite well. I think it involves you doing stuff with ghosts at some point. Well, we're probably going to fight ghosts, so let me get the other thing on. But I feel like there's some kind of ghost you talk to at some point. You have to help them out. I don't know if I remember that correctly or not. It's like you have to help them find their lost armor or something like that. Something silly. Ah, traps here as well. Yeah, come on now. There we go. It's right. One of the things I forget is that the traps were pretty prominent in this game too. For some reason, I associate them a lot more with Skyrim, and I forget the fact that they actually were in Oblivion. And more when the traps are only really used on chests, and you just had to use the probe to make sure the trap was disarmed. There we go. Now, hopefully I don't kill the ghost I need to talk to. Because that'd be a shame. There we go. I'm sure it'll be differentiated somehow. If I'm remembering that right. It's possible it's getting mixed up with some other quest in my head. Which is either in this game or in some other part of another game. Okay, you're not good. I'm just kind of checking to make sure I don't kill anyone I'm not supposed to. Do we only have one other torch? No, we have 10. Okay, good. Oh.
At long last, you have freed me. Now, I can finally complete my lord's last request.
Jason says to give you guys some kind of idea of what kind of hardware I'm rocking, I had to get a special version of this game called Old Oblivion to play on my old machine. It's Oblivion, expect to be played on a potato. I think I actually heard of that before, Old Oblivion. Wow, what exactly is it that you're playing on? Is it a laptop or just kind of like a potato-y desktop computer you have? Well, let's get your details.
I was Reus, loyal blade of Emperor Tiber Septim. I do not know how long I have been dead. It feels
quite a while, it seems.
Like an eternity.
And what exactly happened? What killed you?
My 3 companions and I were sent here by the Emperor Tiber Septim to discover what evil had defiled the holy catacombs of Sanctuary. We did not know that the Underking, who was
a bit of a similar story to the questline we have with Azura, is
to take his first revenge upon his former
artifact.
The Underking defeated and ensnared us in his evil enchantment and bound us here to guard forever the defiled shrine of Tiber Septum.
Ah, I see. You had an old server I converted to a PC, but now you just have a MacBook and a shitty laptop running Linux. Well, you have to get by on what you can, I guess. Can't always have the latest and greatest. It is nice that they have things out there for that kind of thing. That way you're able to play those old, you're able to play those games on older computers.
No, he departed long ago, but his evil will remains, preventing any from paying homage at the shrine of Tiber Septum. Over the uncounted years of our slavery here, we have brooded over our defeat. I believe that we can undo the Underking's evil magic.
Man, can you undo the evil magic that makes you speak so slowly?
To complete my duty to my lord, Tiber Septum. Free my brothers, and together we may be able to lift the Underking's curse. Farewell.
Okay, so maybe just kill them and then they are free to do what they, whatever the hell they're planning here. You know what's funny? I was actually mixing this up, I think, a little bit with the quest in the original Fable game. Because I was thinking about that quest where you basically have to gather up the guy's armor and then give it back to him. And that opens up a path in the graveyard in that game. There we go. Can I speak to you again?
Why do you
Oh, sorry. My bad, dude.
must free the shrine?
Alright, I'm not gonna listen to that. What's funny is, I remember playing... I don't remember what it was, but there was a game I was kind of messing around with. And I was like playing on like the lowest settings to see what it looked like. And it pretty much is like one of those videos you see where people make a newer game kind of look like an old PlayStation game with how backwards the graphics can be. It might have been 7 Days to Die that I was like joking around with and seeing how that would run at a like ridiculously low setting. And it just looked so crappy. The funny thing is with that game, I would expect even if you had all the settings turned down to look like crap, it probably would still run poorly. Just because of how nightmarish that game is. With actual performance. Yeah, the original Fable is very, very good. I have a lot of fond memories of that. It's kind of a shame that the reputation is kind of just for the game being overhyped and not really having all the features it originally was supposed to have. Because it really is still pretty decent on its own. It had a fun little storyline like that. I like the journey that your character took in it. Like the whole stuff about him like going through the graveyard and that stuff, that part of the game was so much fun. And eventually you get to that prison and then you get in prison for a year and that's just crazy. That was such a cool thing to see in a story. And of course like the silliness of having to do the marathon in the prison. So you had to be like the fastest runner and get past all the other guys. And then once you did that, you had to listen to the guy's stupid poem and try to find the key. I don't know if we're going the right way or not. I think there's supposed to be a guy in each area that you free. It was meant to be as accessible an RPG as possible. It's for people who never played games. It was simple in a good way. Yeah, that was... I'm trying to remember the initial pitch of it. It was sort of like that, but there was also a lot of talk, especially when it was in the midst of being made, where it's supposed to have like all this other stuff to it as well. But a lot of the features were lacking. It ended up being more of a simple RPG like that. I don't actually know if that was the original intention or not. I think they did want to be simple for anyone to be able to get into. But at the same time, they also wanted to have it be like a really deep game as well. Like a lot of the features they ended up implementing in the other Fable games, they wanted to have in that game as well, I think. But they just weren't able to do it with the time they had. What's the guy's name? I forget his name. It's like Molyneux or something. He was a very ambitious game developer, but unfortunately because of that, a lot of times he was never able to deliver the things he initially promised. And that just made him very unpopular for, you know, still a kind of reasonable reason. I mean, the fact is a lot of things he said would be in the game weren't in it, and it left people disappointed. Peter Molyneux? Yeah, I knew it was something like that. Maybe it's not in this area. Let me get a look at the map. Wait, this map. Oh, so there is a green thing over there. Which is probably the thing we need. Or the guy we need. At the end of it, I did enjoy it for what it was. What's funny is that it was through Fable that I got to experience the Elder Scrolls, because I had played Fable, I was really into it, and Fable was another one of those games where it had like a lot of rumors, and it's kind of like the original Ocarina of Time that came out in '98, where they're like all these stories like, oh, you can get the Triforce if you do this, you can do this if you can do that. And it's like really intricate rumors of things you'd be able to do that were supposedly hidden in the game. And it's sort of like that with Fable, where it's like, oh, you can get this item if you do this. Oh, there's this boat that shows up if you like fulfill certain conditions. And I don't remember what those rumors were back in the day anymore, because that's a long time ago now. But I remember I was reading the forums about, you know, the different things you should be able to do in Fable and all those rumors like that. And I think it was, I want to say it was like GameFAQs or something like that, or maybe some other forum sort of like that. But eventually I ran into someone talking about this game called The Elder Scrolls Morrowind, and they were talking about like what that game had it instead. And I'm like, oh, like this game sounds pretty cool. And that's why I eventually ended up trying out Morrowind. It wasn't when the game first came out, it was a little bit after the fact, mostly on that kind of Fable.
Have you seen Elaine or Valdemar?
Oh yeah, we found one of them. I already forgot his name.
Realis fell in the lower chamber. We were separated. The fog blinded us.
I think that game would be fun to play too at some point, Fable. Maybe I'll have to do that on stream.
That was the dream.
Yeah, it's sort of like that, like those rumors like Mew being behind the truck in Pokemon.
To the Emperor before I can finally rest.
Yeah, that was like the fun era of the early internet where rumors like that spread so easily. And, you know, it's funny, it's because like those rumors like spread on the internet, but then you'd mostly hear about them from your friends at school or whatever. You know, assuming you were at school at the time or something like that, I suppose. At least that's how I started to hear about those things. But like the internet was kind of like the backbone where these rumors spread out from in the first place. And it spread into like individual communities. Hey, Parallels Play. You should play Nerim, which is the global conversion mod for Oblivion, and Enderal that is essentially the same but for Skyrim. Good luck. Thank you, Parallel Plays. I have heard that before, and I have heard a lot of good things about it as well. I think I might have played a little bit of one of them at one point. I think it was Enderal for Skyrim, right? But I'm not really sure if I got too far into it. Are they the same story, or are they actually kind of sequels to one another? Like, should you play Nerim first to get an idea of what you're getting into? You know what's funny? I think there's a mod that I played for Morrowind, which might have been like part of the same series. If I remember correctly, it was a German mod that was translated, and I forget what it was called now. But it was a total conversion mod, sort of along those lines. I don't know if it was made by the same people or not. And unfortunately, it's been so long that I don't really remember any of the details about it. Alright, I think we're getting out of here, and then we're going to find another door to go through. Both doors go to the same place, I think. Now that's the entry hall. Well, I don't think it really matters too much. I'll have to look what it is after the stream. There's more in here? Let's go do this one first. We can always go back. Unless I want to say that was originally a German mod. It could have been someone else. Some other country that the people were from. But I'm pretty sure it was translated from something else. I think maybe because English wasn't quite perfect. You're just a normal skeleton. Oh no, this is Gustav. Warden Kostov. Well, he has a name, but I don't think he's one of the Blades. He was just a warden who still remained behind. He doesn't get a special ghost. Poor guy. There we are. Yeah, it's kind of like the prison we were in. Except, there's even more rundown, I suppose. I like when they do this. They actually have an area you can't access because of a cave-in or something like that. You have to go around another way. It's a nice touch. Hello. Suppose these are ghosts of prisoners that were here at one point or other. One of the things that I would do if I actually played this game, it's fun. I mean, I am playing this game for real, I guess, but if I was to do like an actual dedicated stream this game, is I would definitely install mods for it and run a whole bunch of things at once. Like I said, this whole playthrough is just kind of me tearing through the game as quickly as I can just to have fun and do something a little bit different. I mean, it's one way I'm actually going to get the game done in a set period of time at least. But I do want to have like a long run series of one of these games, but I feel like it'd be more likely to be Morrowind than any others, really. Just because Morrowind is my favorite of them all. And I've already partially modded and installed for that already, so I'm pretty sure that's what I'd be doing in the near term anyway. It's just the fact that I know if I do any playthrough like that, it would literally take years to ever finish. And that's even just playing it consistently. Like, assuming I was able to play it like 2 or 3 times a week for like a whole year, it would still take years. Spoony Bard is efficient, not stylish. Exactly. Oh, there's our guy. Sort of like what we were doing with the Fallout playthrough, which I have mentioned before, and I'll mention it again. I do want to get that up installed and running again, if I'm able to. Okay.
I know you. You freed me. Free my brothers, if they are still enslaved. Together we will cleanse the Shrine of the Underking's foul magic.
One thing that's funny that I heard about recently is they supposedly have updated Fallout 3 again on... I wonder if I should be taking these. Probably should have. Not that I really need it. They updated Fallout 3, I think, on PC to get rid of the fact that it needed games for Windows or whatever the hell that program was called. And that has supposedly broken some mod compatibility with mods that required the script enhancer. And because that script enhancer is so old, because Fallout 3 itself is probably like 12 years old or something like that at this point, they don't really know when that'll ever be fixed. Thankfully, for those of you that are aware, the way I was playing Fallout was using what's called a Tale of Two Cities, or Two Wastelands, essentially. And what that does is it actually runs Fallout 3 inside of Fallout New Vegas. So I don't think that problem would affect me, thankfully. I think if you always really want, you could always backdate your program to use an older version. Which is what I would probably have had to do if that did affect me. But it is just funny that they just decide to have nowhere to kind of update the game to remove that compatibility. I'm pretty sure it's because no one uses that anymore, but I don't think anyone's used that for a while, the whole game for Windows thing. So you have to go back in that other one. And I don't know if they just did this as a part of that whole update, or if that's always been the case as well, but I've heard that if you play Fallout on the new Xbox, the Series X or whatever, it actually is supposedly rendered in 4K now. Which is a pretty cool feature they started doing on consoles now. At this point, consoles have pretty much acted like PCs for, I guess, maybe the better part of 10 years or so. So you would think that most games would start allowing stuff like that to be done. Like, okay, now we're on a better set of hardware. Now you can play your games in better quality. Wait, I want to talk to you.
Stand aside in the name of Tiber Septim and the Blades. Hinder me
Wow.
at your peril.
What a jerk. There's a Fallout fan game called Fallout Miami? No, I'm not familiar with that. I'd always heard that they were doing one based on the New Vegas engine. And it was supposed to be based on the California Republic. And I heard there's supposed to be a project involving that. I don't know whatever happened to it. But I haven't heard of the Miami one. That's new to me. Oh. There we go. Wait, our guy just vanished. Rude. Apparently he had a shortcut that I can't use. This looks mysterious. There's nothing I can do with this. What Fallout game is it for, Jason? This Miami mod. Get over here. It's like running away from me. Is it for one of the Fallout 3 games, New Vegas, 4? It is funny because Fallout hasn't really used a lot of locations. I think the original game was in California, California Republic maybe. And then they had 3 in DC. I don't know what Fallout. I don't know anything about Fallout 2, in all honesty. Then there was New Vegas, obviously, and then there was 4, which was in Boston. Which was like the most different choice, I guess, out of the other ones. Well, I guess so was 3 at the time. Oh, it's either for 4 or New Vegas? Yeah, my assumption, without knowing anything about it, I would say 4, only because I know people are working on that California one for New Vegas. I feel like there's only usually like one big project like that per game, though sometimes they try to do more than one thing at once. Ooh, there's a chest up on here. Bunch of stuff I'm not gonna use, but I'll take it anyway. Oh, and just on a side note, I was gonna try to stream with Mike today, but he had an event. I'm not gonna say what it is, just because he probably doesn't want everyone knowing his business. But he was busy, so we weren't able to do anything like that, unfortunately. We haven't really done anything in a while in regards to the sort of usual streams we do, which most of the times involved... Wait, was that where we came from? No. Was it? I don't know, I'm gonna turn around here. Okay, here we go. Here's everyone. Let me save, because I don't know what the hell they're gonna do. I think it'll be fine, though. The ghost of the 4 cursed blades dispelled the evil enchantment on the Shrine of Azura. The way the armor is now open. Thank you, guys.
We have fulfilled our last duty. We go now to Aetherius without shame. Farewell.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, be at peace, ghosts.
We have fulfilled our last duty. We have fulfilled our last duty. We have fulfilled our last duty.
Alright, very good. Go ahead. Is there anything specific in the Fallout lore about these places? You know, whether it's New Orleans or... Wait, what was the other one? Miami? So I'm trying to think of why they picked those locations in particular. I feel like, yeah, New Orleans would be pretty cool to see, in particular. I feel like that would have a lot of potential. I guess Miami would be pretty cool too. I'm not really that familiar with Miami. Well, not that I've ever been to New Orleans either, but it's a city you hear a lot about, anyway. A lot of history and... Oh, well. I guess we can't read any of these. I guess we're done here, though, right? We just head on out. Oh, what's in the water? Probably nothing, but just for the sake of checking this. Just to be cool to see those locations. Yeah, I think that's true as well. Like I said, I feel like I'd be more interested in seeing New Orleans. Let's just go to the other room that we were in before anyway. I can't really see underwater anyway. Yeah. Well, got to do a little exercise, I guess. So there's that. Oh, acrobatics increased. Nice. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. It takes place in Seattle, and I know Seattle well. Ah, well, that makes sense. If it's somewhere you're familiar with, then Yeah, sometimes it is cool to see an area you're familiar with kind of portrayed in a game and seeing how realistic it actually is. No, this isn't the right way. We have to go... I think we do have to go that way, and then it goes all the way around. Yeah, it's sometimes hard to see because you're in a 3D space, so the map doesn't always make the most amount of sense when you're looking at it. Come on. Sometimes this thing is such a pain. Oh, there we go. Just a little extra gold to line our pockets. Now, wait a second. Where was I before? Was I down there and then I came up? Okay, this looks like the right way. Yeah, this is where that Skyrim dungeon design would be nice, where you get the exit right by the, or you get the, yeah, you get the exit right by like kind of the last place you are in the dungeon. Like it loops right back around on itself. Because this one is kind of hard to find its way around, because it's kind of maze-like and dark and realistic like that. Then again, I guess that's kind of the charm of it. Ooh, it's snowing. Nice. Oh, I'm sorry to leave you out in the snow, horse. Probably should have given our horse a name. What should we name it? Actually, where's our horse? Oh, there it is. Okay, I'm glad you didn't get killed over here. And I probably can't fast travel because someone's trying to kill me, it sounds like. We'll try it anyway. Nope. Alright. Oh, there he is. Problem solved. So we're just taking this back to, I don't know, one of the guys, Boris, Joffrey, Martin. One of them will help us out, I guess. Why not Boris? I feel like he hasn't had a lot to do ever since he got back. It's kind of sad. In a way, Boris kind of has like the saddest tale out of anyone in this game. Oh, out of my way, guys. Though that would be spoiler if I talked about that now, I guess, so I probably shouldn't mention anything. I guess I'll give it to you.
My progress on the Mysterium Xerxes is slow, I'm afraid. How goes your search for the armor of
Oh, we're doing pretty well ourselves. Here we get like no progress at all, we're doing everything.
The Septim blood may flow through my veins.
All you gotta do is read a damn book.
The soul of a hero. The armor of Tiber Septim himself.
No, I know how it is. Sometimes you just need to procrastinate reading something like that.
You can reassure Joffrey that I will not destroy the armor. All I need is a scraping of Talos's divine blood. The blades are as touchy as priests about relics of Tiber Septim, it seems.
Oh man, Jason, that's a good question. It's if I knew the answer to that, I'd be doing that myself right now. You didn't know? I mean, I feel like it's probably like a mix of different things, right? Like with some people, they happen to be in the right place at the right time. You know, if you're at like one of these companies that are like on the up and coming, then it's a lot easier to get a job without having that kind of experience or, you know, formal education. Which, I mean, it's funny when you think about it because that kind of thing, like, I don't know, I don't want to cause a controversy by kind of like putting down education, but like stuff with literature degrees, like so much of that you could kind of do on your own, just reading books and like kind of getting a feel for that on your own. I mean, sure, there are some like writing guidelines you should be aware of, but a lot of stuff that you can learn online as well, and really isn't really worth the price of having to pay for all that schooling in a lot of ways. I mean, I can kind of say myself that I actually got some, I'm not going to say exactly what I have, but I have some kind of a degree along those lines. And I mean, just in my own opinion, looking at it, like a lot of that feels like stuff that, you know, doesn't actually need years of going to school for. You know, I didn't feel like this was a thing that I needed to go to class for to actually learn and pick up on and have some formalized thing saying like, oh, here, you're proficient at this. Like, it just seems kind of silly because it's kind of like the opposite of what art should be, but I don't know. There are probably people who would strongly disagree with that or something. And like, I don't, in the end of the day, I'm not really doing anything with that, so I don't know what I should speak to on that, or if that really says anything at all. But, I mean, yeah, I guess if you're looking to get hired by, like, one of these companies that's already out there, like, if you want to go be hired by, like, a big company like Bethesda, or, at least now it's Microsoft, like, they probably do look for degrees in that, even though I'm sure, like, all the people that started on it didn't necessarily have formal education in that kind of field. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. And there's plenty of small projects out there that are doing that sort of thing. And hell, I mean, you don't even have to try to, like, write a game on your own. You can also just kind of, like, write your own story. That's kind of the beauty of it, is you don't really need to have a set medium. I mean, it definitely helps if you're trying to finalize the project, but what kind of brainstorming, you can kind of think of it as any way you want. But obviously, if you're making a game, then you have to kind of think of other aspects as well. But that's aside from the whole lore writing aspect of it, of course. Anyway, let's finish this conversation with Martin before I get too sidetracked.
While you were gone, I've made some progress in deciphering the Mysterium Xarxes ritual. The third item we need is a great Welkin stone. You may have run across lesser Welkin stones. They're fairly common in Ayleid ruins, but a great Welkin stone will not be easy to come by. They have been plundered one by one over the years, due to their great value to mages and occultists. There is only one place that is rumored to still contain one. The ruins of the Ayleid city of Miskarkand. A place where many have perished seeking its great stone. But nothing else will do, so you must succeed where all others have failed.
Okay. Yeah, it's one of those things where I feel like a lot of smaller, well, I don't even know if I'd say companies, but like smaller development teams probably don't really care so much about the formal aspect of it, and they might just be more interested in a portfolio of what you've done. So you definitely want to build up like a portfolio of, I've like written up these campaigns and these characters, or have some kind of like example of characters you've written maybe that people could refer to. I'm not sure what you would do exactly, because I haven't really done this myself. So I'm kind of just like talking out my ass here, like speculating what would make sense. And yeah, if you were working on, like obviously it's not something that you would make money on yourself, but if you did like stuff with fan games or like kind of like fanfics, not fanfics exactly, because that, I mean, I don't know how that would go over exactly, but that would probably get some credence as well that you'd want to include that you wrote for that, or something to that effect.
The capital of one of the ancient Ayleid kingdoms which flourished in Cyrodiil before the rise of men. It is said that the ruins are still haunted by the vengeful spirit of its last king. True or not, it is not a place to enter lightly. Be careful. Miskarkand is one of the most extensive Ayleid ruins.
There's a lot of delving into ruins now, it seems.
It was the capital of one of the ancient Ayleid kingdoms. You might find glories and laments among the Iliad ruins useful. I have the library's copy at my table if you need it.
Alright, that's fair enough. He still hates us, though.
The pinnacle of Iliad magic. Once, every Iliad city had its great stone, but they've all been plundered over the centuries. All but one. The great stone of Miskarkand is reputed still to shine in the deep darkness of its ruined
So now it's up to
halls.
us to plunder it.
But no one has ever done more than glimpse it from a distance. It is said to be guarded by the ghost of the last king of Miskarkand. Be careful, my friend. I know you've braved many dangers already, but Miskarkand is not to be taken lightly.
Oh god, our head is so big and round. I'm gonna save here. I think I might end the stream here, because we're at around 11:37 p.m. right now. Well, to be precise, that's what it is. And these missions tend to take about a half hour, maybe more. So I don't want to go too late. I want to try to get to sleep a little bit earlier tonight if I'm able to. Okay, I want to see our face trying to pan around. There we go. Oh my god. There we go. Let's end on this. So I'm going to end the stream here before we get into the middle of a mission. I have to end off in the midst of a dungeon. I'd rather start here and then do the mission all in one stream. And wherever else we get, so be it. So thanks for coming out to the stream, everyone. Thank you, Jason, for all the interesting topics. It was a lot of fun talking about that stuff. I definitely enjoy it. And yeah, I mean, good luck with your writing. No matter what you end up doing with it, I would say, you know, work on it either way. It's definitely a good thing to practice if you're into it and you have a love for it. So have a good night, everyone. Take care of yourselves, and until next time, farewell.